And hello again, everyone. My name is Ray Silva, live from the McAllen Boys and Girls Club. Rodney Center. Ray Silva from South Texas Border Sports, live here in game number 5 of the Texas Volleyball Winter Volleyball season. It is the end game, a playoff contender year in and year out versus the runner-up Hawks. Hawks were able to win their first match, end game playing their first match of the season. Right now, it has been the Daredevils who are the lone undefeated team, while the Hawks get us underway now with their first point, and they'll take a slim 1-0 lead right now. As we'll go over some of the standings for you from today's games. The Hawks looking to build off a win from earlier today. End game right now, making a lot more noise on the court, but not showing on it on the scoreboard. Right now, the Hawks defeated the Chaos in 3 sets earlier today. Endgame, it's their first game of the season. Right now, the Hawks are a bit motivated right now. They are up 3-0 on the endgame. Daredevils are the lone undefeated team alongside the Hawks. Hawks trying to join them in the ranks of the undefeateds. Endgame finally getting a point now. Well, we are an hour behind our games right now. Yeah, we are an hour behind. Too bad you can't look up at the camera. But right now we are an hour behind at the moment. Ball goes across. The Hawks trying to set up their play here, as they're going to tip that over, as they were looking to go over the big block of Mel. Mel tips that over and gets their second point. Mel, the middle blocker for the end game, tips that one over, as number 7 barely gets the serve across, as the Hawks tip that across, and they're going to make a little rotation there just to set up the offense, and that is a point for the Hawks, as there was 4 touches there on that little sequence there for the end game. Hawks on the serve right now. They're trying to set everything up for a run, as that service gets a little short. It is now 3-4 for the Hawks. Endgame playing the first game of their regular season. They'll come back and close the day off in a doubleheader later on today, as they'll take on the Jokers, who lost their first game to the Sparks. And that's going to go out of bounds, and the Hawks are going to get a point for that. 5-3 is the score. Right now, the Hawks trying to build off their runner-up campaign, and they're going to try to do it now. The Hawks going to cross-court kill right there, attacking the back line of the end game right now. 6-3 the score here on the opening set. Right now, the end game just set up an electronic device to record their game. And right now, the Hawks get another point. It is now 7-3. As you can watch all of our games live on Facebook, the end game are going to have to look at their own film and try to see where they can attack. And the Hawks just doing a real good job attacking the back end pins to make it an 8-3 ball game off the shoot. Hawks, I kind of want to think that first game was a bit of a warm-up for them, as right now the Hawks are just showing why they are one of the premier contenders for this league, and it becomes a 9-3 lead for the Hawks. If you're joining us on Facebook Live, Twitch, or YouTube, thank you so much. We appreciate all the views that we can get here on the Texas Valley Sports Network. It's the Hawks right now finding every which way to attack the end game. And the end game are going to get a rare point there on the offensive end. Right now the end game are also known to make 1,000 substitutions per match. As the end game go across, nothing doing. The Hawks have a free ball to attack, and that becomes an easy kill there for the end game. 9-5 is our score in set number 1. And there's a rare miscue there by the Hawks as the end game make it now 6-9. And the end game continue on to serve as their libero serves it up, and they get it in. Hawks 10, end game 6 right now. Hawks back to serve. They get it up and over. And the libero makes an effort to reach that. And right down the middle is the middle blocker meeting that attack. And now the Hawks are going to make a substitution of their own to try to bolster a little bit of the offense right there. 7-10 is our score right now here in our first set. Hawks attacking the ball a little bit here. And if they can just circulate the ball and put... In order for the Hawks to win this, they just got to work on the ball circulation a little more. Just be a little bit more cleaner on that end in order to get the win here. End game, they just want to attack the middle and attack the middle and attack the middle as much as they can. End game looking to attack the middle, and they're met at the net for a point there. Giving back a little bit of a dosage of medicine from earlier in the set. And they got a couple of points down the middle there. But now it was the Hawks that anticipated that. And that's going to go out of bounds. And that's going to be 12-8 for the Hawks. End game. Receiving the serve from the Hawks. Hawks trying to work their sequence. And that's going to be a kill to the back end of the court. It's going to be 9-12 now, our score. Right now, the Hawks are gaining a little bit of momentum here after that 3-set win over the Chaos. Chaos, a team that is known to just battle in and battle out, and right now, Hawks right there to get that win. And they just got that point right down the middle as the libero checks out. And now the Hawks are back to serve. They attack, and they're going to get an ace out of all that. 14-9 is our score. Hawks lead here in set number 1. Thanks for joining us here on Texas Valley Sports, as there's going to be a timeout on the court. We're going to take one with you here on the Texas Valley Sports Network. are back live. It is the end game that took a timeout after the Hawks stormed out to a 14-9 lead. Hawks still on the service for right now. Hawks still with their full complements of timeout. End game with 1. And a service ace again by the Hawks. It's at least 3 now for today in this match where they've been able to get on the service ace. And there goes another serve. And that's going to go out of bounds. An attacking error by the end game. It is now 16-9. The Hawks back to serve. End game trying to find a rotation. They barely get that over. They move it around nicely. And the Hawks right there with the nice attack. And that's going to be a 2-touch violation. It is now 17-9. Hawks back to serve as they attack. And that's going to go out of bounds. That's going to be a service error by the Hawks. And now we're back to end game serving. End game serving. And a net violation by the Hawks. End game now 11. 17 to the Hawks. As now the end game try to make a little bit of a run of their own, trying to put some pressure on the Hawks. And that's going to fall short. It's going to be 12 now. A run of 4 points in a row for the end game now. End game back to serve. Number 44 on the service. Hawks on the attack. And number 3 makes an effort, makes contact with the ball. Goes out of bounds, and it's Hawks with the point, and number 6 goes out for number 2. Trying to shore up the defense while on offense here for the Hawks. They get that ball across. Endgame trying to move the ball around. Nothing doing. Hawks with the free ball opportunity. They get that ball attack. And that's going to go out of bounds. That's going to be 19-12 for the Hawks. Service attack. Or service now for the Hawks. As now the end game look to attack that. Hawks up and over, and that's going to be met at the net. And that's going to be a quick point there for the end game. 13-19 our score. End game back to serve. They get that across. They barely tip it over. End game trying to work on a free ball opportunity. They attack the back line. Nothing doing. And they attack the back line, and they get the kill right down the back of the line as 2 endgame players collide and miss on the ball. Here come the Hawks with the serve once again. Hawks with the serve. They get it across endgame, trying to work their offense, and they get a kill right down the middle where there was no one to be found there in that little center of space for the Hawks. 20-14 our score. Hawks lead right now in set number 1. We'll have one more matchup for you. It's going to be the Hawks and the Jokers. I mean, the Endgame and Jokers in our last game. Hawks trying to punch this one out. Endgame get it across. Hawks with the free ball opportunity. And they're going to get the kill right down the middle, right down number 7. And they send her to the floor. Number 7 of the end game on the attack. Hawks respond there. They get it across. They're trying to do a little bit of ball motion movement. And the Hawks with the kill right there. 22-14 is our score. Hawks rolling now. Point right there by the Hawks as they are met at the middle. As a pair of Hawks go up and kill that point immediately from the end game. Service goes across as it is now 23-14 our score, and they get it across. The point goes over, and it is last touch by the end game. Now it is set point for the Hawks as they have finished this set strong here, scoring the last 8 points here. And now a service miscue there. It's now 24-15. Right now the Hawks still hold set point advantage. End game. Moving the ball around in a pretty good sequence there. They attack. And there was in end game with a net violation to end the set. The Hawks take set number 1, 25-15 over the end game. We're going to go to a commercial break. We'll set up set number 2, and we'll bring it right back. welcome back live to the Robney and Robney Center here in McAllen, Texas. It will be the end game, starting us off in set number 2 with number 7 serving. She got a ball spiked down her earlier today as the Hawks put some ball rotation, and now the end game get the first point of the set. Take an early 1-0 lead. End game will be back after this game to take on the Jokers. Hawks looking to be another undefeated team besides the Daredevils. Endgame trying to move the ball around, trying to cause some confusion, but the Hawks having none of it. Hawks just trying to play steady Eddie, and a communication error by the endgame will give the Hawks their first point as an attack went bewildered there, as now the Hawks will take advantage and have the serve here in the second set, and that's going to be in for an ace. Wow, what a response there by the Hawks as they take a slender 2-1 lead here in the second set after they took that first set 25-15. Endgame trying to make an attack move there, nothing doing. And that was a palming call by the referee, and that service is going to fall short. Now it is 3-2. A referee crew of Frank and Dion here today. End game back to serve to get it across. Hawks moving the ball around, trying to find a cavity there on the end game. Backline, nothing finding. And that's going to go out of play, and the Hawks are going to take a 4-2 lead. Right now the Hawks are trying to cement their undefeated run here a little bit. And we'll be back next week with more games as the end game get a point out of all that. Knowing and another point there by the Hawks there to give them a 5-3 advantage. Right now it has been the Hawks who have been shown to be of championship material, and Endgame is saying not so fast. Endgame back to serve. Hawks trying to move the ball around, trying to circulate, to find some offense, trying to stay away from the middle of that court. And a net violation by the Endgame gives the Hawks a 6-4 lead. And an ace makes it now 7-4. And another point there by the Hawks makes it 8-4. The end game coming back with the point of their own right there. And a sub for the Hawks. It would be the first one of the set. Right now the Hawks trying to build on an 8-5 lead, and that's not going to work for them. As the end-game attack, the near side pin to get another point. It is now 8-6. Hawks still lead. And game to serve. And on the Hawks, I'm trying to stay away from that middle blocker, and now an attacking error by the end game gives the Hawks a 9-6 lead. A little delay for a player tying their shoe. Net violation by the Hawks will give the end game a point there. It's now 9-7. Service now by the end game. And that's going to be an ace right there. 8-9 is our score right now. Hawks laughing it off. No worries. We know we can pull this one off. And back goes the end game to serve. And that's going to go out of bounds. It's now 10-8 our score. Hawks back to serve. So the libero checks out. Hawks circulating the ball around. And that falls in for a Hawks point. Right now the Hawks lead 11-8 here in set number 2. They're up a set after winning the first one 25-15. The Hawks earlier today in their earlier match needed 3 sets to defeat the Chaos. But nonetheless, they are one of the 2 undefeated teams right now in Texas Valley Sports Endgame with a kill there, just tapping it over the net to get them within 2 here. 11-9 our score. Hawks trying to punch that over. They get it over. Endgame trying to set up a free ball opportunity. They get it over, nothing doing. Hawks with the free ball of their own. They attack. And the ball nearly coming out to our cameras. Had that attacked our cameras, that would have been game over. The Hawks trying to find something there, and it's going to be the end game point right there. Lots of contact there, but nothing to get that ball across. It's going to be the end game serve. Number 7 back to serve for the end game. It's the ball. Service falls short. Substitutions now for the Hawks as they make a move to bolster the offense a little bit there as they are back to serve. It is 12-10 our score. And a point for the end game there as they get the ball over. And a point right down the middle right there for the Hawks. And that serve is going to be short now. It is a 13-12 lead now for the Hawks. Endgame holding serve, trying to get even here. They attack the pen and they get the point right there. Endgame not anticipating the attack of the far pen right there, and the Hawks get the point, and now they hold serve. Endgame trying to take a quick tap shot over, nothing doing. And right now the Hawks trying to attack the pen one more time, but they're going to have to settle for the middle, and they'll find that cavity in the middle, and it's going to be 15-12 is our score right now. For joining us on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube on the Texas Valley Sports page, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you guys joining us on this cold and rainy Sunday afternoon in McAllen, Texas. It's going to be the Hawks make an attack, a middle attack by the Endgame, nothing doing. And the Endgame just living off the tap shot. And they attack the back end and they get the kill to take a 16-12 lead. Wow, the Hawks are just circulating the ball really well right now. And they look like they're going to clinch this one in this second set. And the Endgame just won't go away silently as number 44 just finds a ball and attacks it. Number 30 gets the serve over for the Endgame. Hawks try to attack the back line once again. Endgame trying to find something down the end. Hawks keep it alive as they look to attack the far pen, and they make contact with the ball. It is now 17-13. And the service there by the Hawks falls short. It is now 14-17 our score. Hawks will make a sub there defensively to try to shore it up. As the Endgame get the service over as the libero touches the ball first. And they attack the far pen once again, nothing doing. And number 7 finds a cross-court kill to cut that deficit to 2 now, as the Endgame continue to hold serve. Endgame back to serve as they try to mount a little bit of a comeback. They get it across. As they attack the near pen, nothing doing there. And that attack, that ball goes out on the far side, and it's going to be point Hawks. No Hawk was in reach to touch that. And they make a brave move by not touching it, and that nearly becomes an ace if an Endgame player does not get to it. But the Hawks find a way to attack, and now a kill down the middle makes it a 16-18 game. And now the libero subs out for the Endgame, as now they're going to go with all their bigs in the lineup as far as size is concerned. Hawks may not have the bigs, but they have the athletic ability. And now it is 17-18. Endgame still hold the serve. Endgame back to serve. They try to attack the far pen, nothing doing. Hawks return it back. Endgame with an opportunity. Endgame with the free ball opportunity right there to try to equalize a match here. Cat with the middle attack, and she gets it through. It is now 18-all here on our second set, fifth match of the game. Endgame holding a little rally right now of 5 straight points. Now make it 6 as they take a 19-18 lead. And that service is going to go out of bounds. And we are now even at 19 with the Hawks holding serve. Right now it's going to be be the libero serving for the Hawks at the moment. 19-all, second set. Hawks trying to stay undefeated. Endgame trying to win their first match of the season. And they attack the back line immediately on the serve. They get it across. It's going to be a free ball opportunity for the Hawks. They attack the middle, nothing doing. Endgame trying to find something over the middle, and it's going to be a lane violation on 14 to give the Hawks a 20-14 lead. And that serve is going to go out of bounds. It's going to be 20-all. Right now, the Endgame just trying to build some momentum. As Endgame continues to serve here, the Hawks trying to find middle, and right now there's a player down for the Endgame. Hawks trying to circulate the ball and find a point opportunity. They attack the back end, nothing doing. They can just stick to attacking the pins, where there has been a tremendous weak side, and now the Endgame take a 21-20 lead. Hawks right now feeling a little bit of pressure because they let a big lead slip. They let a big lead slip a little bit, and now the Hawks have to recover, and it's a free ball opportunity now for the Hawks. Oh, I don't know about that, but I felt that there was contact made by the Endgame there. But nonetheless, there's going to be a timeout, and we'll take one with you. And we are back live from the Romney Center. The Hawks call a timeout, their first of this set, as the Endgame have a full complement of timeouts. Hawks are down 22-20. Nearly an ace there as the Hawks try to attack once again the pins. Hawks trying to circulate the ball, and they find a cavity right down the middle, and it is now Hawks serve advantage as they are now trailing by one. Hawks back to serve, and it's an ace to draw even. 22-all. Hawks showing why they were the finalists last campaign. And right now the Hawks just trying to dump this one over. Hawks just get this one across the line before they're touched. And a communication error by the Endgame gives the Hawks a 23-22 lead. Goodness gracious. The serve right across. It is now tied at 23 after a serve and a attack error by the Hawks. 23-all here in the second set. Must win by 2. So right now, Hawks under a lot of pressure here to try to get this to 24 at the moment. And what a point there by the Endgame. Serving for the set right here is the Endgame. As the end game tried to punctuate a set win here. Hawks trying to move the ball around. As they barely get that one across. Hawks trying to attack the pin. And that's going to go out of bounds. And we're going to go to sudden death here. So the first one to win by 2 will take the set and potentially the match. The Hawks holding the service advantage at the moment. And the end game with the kill there, and they're going to have the advantage to take this one. Right now they sub out middle for middle right there. As number 30, the libero, goes back to serve. Hawks trying to set the advantage up. And they go with the tap shot. And they're going to have a free ball opportunity right here. And that's going to be the point for the Hawks, as there's going to be a lane violation there for the end game. Wow. So much unraveling here in this second set. Hawks once again to have the advantage. Right now the end game just trying to find a cavity of space to attack. Hawks with the free ball opportunity to attack. Hawks trying to get in there, nothing doing. That's going to fall in. Ooh, 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 ooh. 26-25, end game once again on the serve. To try to take advantage here in set number 2. Up, bump. And that's going to go for a Hawks kill right there. 26 all Hawks with the serve advantage now. Trying to get this to 27 to hold a late lead here. Hawks built an early lead but has slowly dwindled. Endgame trying to... Hawks setting it up, trying to attack the pen. Nothing doing. As they're met in the middle and once again. And the endgame celebrate like they've won a set, but it hasn't happened. Now the Hawks make a substitution to try to stop this. Endgame now with a golden opportunity to put this set away and force a third set. They get the ball across, nothing doing. A tip shot, nothing doing. Endgame opportunity right here, nothing doing. They meet at the middle. That goes way back. The attack. Now a free ball opportunity for the Hawks. And that one's tapped in the middle by the middle blocker. The end game trying to find some space, some cavity. Nothing doing. And they find a tap shot kill right down the center of the cavity. That's always been a focal point where the end game have always left that little spot open. Hawks back to serve, trying to put this match away. Wow, what a turn of events here. What a sequence. Serve gets across. Endgame trying to find a room. Hawks setting up the attack. They attack the back line, nothing doing. Here comes the Hawks once again, trying to attack the pen. They're met right there. Nothing doing. They're trying to attack another pen. And the Hawks get that across. Endgame with an opportunity. And now they get another kill. My goodness. Wow. Endgame having opportunity after opportunity after opportunity and still can't close it out. Over some tired legs of the Hawks who had to play 3 sets earlier. Wow. Wow. Endgame will take set number 2, 29-27. We'll go to a commercial break. We will set up set number 3 for you between these two sides. And we are back live here for set number 3 of match number 5 between the Hawks and the Endgame. And the Endgame take the first point here of set number 5 here as the Endgame try to get their first victory of the season. Wow. Endgame. Lixi Chinda, thanks for tuning in. It's now in our 5th set. Point Endgame make it a 2-0 lead here in set number 3. Right now the Hawks must be dealing with some tired legs at the moment because they had to play earlier today against the Chaos and went to 3 sets, and right now they're in playing their 6th set of the day. Now the Hawks find one to get their first point of this set. Hawks back to serve. Put it up and over. Endgame trying to find a way to attack, and they go through the middle. And, ooh, that's going to fall in for an endgame point. So, right now, it is all endgame right now early on in the third set. First to 15 wins. Must win by 2. Hawks setting it up on their offensive end. They attack the back line, nothing doing. Endgame trying to attack the pen, nothing doing. As the Hawks trying to work on circulation, and wow, a block there on the outside to give them a 4-1 advantage. Endgame back to serve. Up, over, and they try to attack the Hawks back line, try to eliminate that, nothing doing. Hawks with a similar response, and now they try to circulate the ball. Attack and a dump kill there by number 14 to get them a 5-1 lead. Wow. At this point, how much energy do the Hawks have in them to mount another comeback? They show the heart of a champion, and they get one through the tap shot. As the end game are caught unaware right there. It is now 5-2 our score. Each team has a set apiece, and now the end game trying to work their magic here. And the Hawks just keeping the ball alive here at the moment. Trying to circulate in the middle block right there by the Hawks to just keep it alive. And it's going to be a Hawks point for a 2-touch violation. It's going to be 5-3 our score. For those of you watching us live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, thank you so much. My name is Ray Silva from South Texas Border Sports. Thank you for tuning in. We have one more matchup for you to end the game, to end the day with here. It's the end game and the Jokers, and now the end game. Miscalculated an attack there. It's now 5-4. The Hawks are mounting a bit of a comeback here as they get the service across, try to attack the back end, nothing doing. Right now, the crowd getting into this one, and they find a dump point down the middle. We are now tied at 5 apiece. The Hawks trying to find a tap shot, nothing doing. Endgame was like a free ball opportunity. They don't set it up, and they get that over just barely. And the end game with the point right there as an attack error goes Ari for the Hawks there. Libero serving for the end game as she goes back to serve. And the Hawks try to attack the middle, and they get the equalizer right there. 6-all, set 3. We'll have the end game and Jokers coming up here shortly at the conclusion of this one. Hawks with the serve. They punch this one through. They attack the ball. The Hawks in endgame trying to circulate the ball all over. And there's another point for the end game as they find a cavity in the middle. Hawks going to the bench to try to shore up a little bit of defense, sacrificing some offense here at the moment. End game, back to serve, number 30 goes over. Hawks trying to just circulate the ball a little bit before the attack. End game just happy to get the ball over and give the Hawks a free ball opportunity. Endgame just happy to get the ball over, not setting up any type of attack. And there's... oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that, but there was some contact made. Felt like there was a touch there at the end. 8-6 now for the end game. And the Hawks find a little seam there down the right-hand pin. And they get their 7th point of the set. And that's going to be a service error on the Hawks, giving the end game their 9th point. And game back to serve. They get it over. That's going to go out of bounds. So now both teams have traded service errors. Hawks with the service advantage now. Libero checks out. Now here come the Hawks. The servers, they barely get it over the line. Hawks keeping this one alive, and they'll just be happy to keep it over. Now the end game trying to circulate the ball a little bit. And now it's the 10th point for the end game. Wow. Right now, it's going to be service time for the end game as they try to close out this match. And that's going to be a service error, keeping the Hawks alive. At the conclusion of this one, we'll come back on the air about 10 minutes from now to set up the final game. Wow. Hawks trying to circulate the ball around endgame, just trying to get out of harm's way. Hawks circulating the ball a little bit, trying to find some space in the endgame defense. They're playing out. They played that ball all the way out. They attack the back line. Nothing finding. There's a little rally going on here. The Hawks trying to find an equalizer. Attack the back line once again. Endgame just trying to, happy to just get this over. Hawks trying to circulate the play. And they're going to get the point. Wow. After all that jazz, the Hawks find an equalizer and they keep service advantage. And the endgame are calling for a sub right now. Hawks just making sure they got the right server. Endgame just trying to find a Hawks just get this one over. Endgame just trying to find a way to attack the back line. Nothing doing. Hawks move it from back to front, and they find a tip shot. Nothing doing. Endgame just happy to get this over. Hawks trying to circulate the court, trying to find a cross court kill. Nothing doing. Endgame with the tip shot just to get it over. Nothing doing. Hawks just bump this one over. Hawks with the free ball attack opportunity here. And that's going to go out of bounds. And the Hawks have taken the lead once again. Hawks hold serve for right now in set number 3. And now the endgame are going to take a timeout, and we're going to take one with you. we are now back live from the Romney Center. Hawks with the serve as they hold a slender 11-10 lead. First to 15 wins. Must win by 2. Hawks with the attack. Oh, I felt like that may have grazed the shoulder of an endgame player. But no replays available here on TVS. Endgame. Service across. And attack. Endgame moves the ball around. And they're moving the ball around are the Hawks. And attack the front end to get a cross-court kill. Nothing doing. And the Hawks just try to find a back line, and that attack is going to go out of bounds. Hawks with the 12th point, and they're going to hold serve once again. Wow. Now the Endgame are making another sub as number 7 checks back in, their captain. Hawks back to serve. Number 7 with the first contact and doubles at a most crucial point for the Endgame. Hawks now with a golden chance to put this one away. Having playing in their 6th set right now. The Hawks are just trying to circulate, and they find a point right down Middle Avenue once again. 14-11, and now they have the match point in their hands. They're serving, and what a proper way to end this one. Serve goes across. Libero finds first contact. Libero just gets it across. Free ball opportunity for the Hawks. They set it up, and they try to attack the back line. Nothing doing. Just a sweet tap shot over. Nothing doing. And once again, the Hawks try to attack the back line. Nothing doing. Hawks are all over the court today. They attack the back line, and they attack number 7 again, and they get her. And that's the way this match ends. 15-11 is our final score. Hawks are now 2-0 after winning both their matches 2-1. We're going to set up the last game of the day. We'll be right back.